today. From Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee, it's the AFC Wild Card Round on EA Sports. We'll see Ryan Tannehill and the Tennessee Titans taking on Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens.
Just a tick under 70,000 packed in here at Nissan Stadium. Not a seat to be had as playoff football and certainly playoff fever have descended upon the Music City of Nashville, Tennessee. Today we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great AFC matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the Tennessee Titans. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Titans set to take over behind their quarterback, Ryan Tannehill.
And by now, it's a familiar story about Ryan Tannehill. Remember, 6 seasons as a starter in Miami, but unfortunately, he never played a playoff game there. Got his team to the playoffs one season, but was hurt, and Matt Moore had to play in the playoff game for him. But I know he has to be buoyed by how well he played in the playoffs last year with Tennessee. Helped them get to an AFC championship game and expects to do at least that again, if not get to the Super Bowl this season.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. And Charles, despite this list of key inactives that we see here, they've obviously still been pretty successful.
Give everyone credit for this one, because to me, when that happens, key guys are out, the next man steps up and plays well. But that starts with the organization itself, all the way through. No excuses for guys being out. Finding guys who are capable backups who can step up and play when they need them, and we've seen the results of that. This team knows how to work through things.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing again is Tannehill. And that will be incomplete as well. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Ravens on offense, and the man in charge from Louisville, the former MVP, Lamar Jackson.
And what an incredible start to a career for Lamar Jackson. Remember, he was a unanimous MVP of the NFL in just his 2nd season in 2019. So here he is, now in the playoffs for the 3rd time. Unfortunately, his team 0-2 so far. Both times the team was favored. He wants to get that first win, and hopefully the first of many towards the Super Bowl title.
Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit shy. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
From the gun, Jackson. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sack back at about the 43-yard line. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Still going. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable third down. Jackson from the shotgun. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up fourth.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up fourth. Not the touchdown they wanted, but hey, you're on the road in the playoffs. They did get 3 on the board.
Yeah, it's a good opening drive, so you feel good about it yourself. You get to the sidelines, the defense feels good about you helping them right out of the gate. The team, yeah, they feel pretty good about coming in the playoffs and getting points on the board right away.
Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. I guess you could say they're kind of fortunate to be in the position that they're in, able to host as a division champ, because it's really one of the weakest divisions in the NFL.
And there's often the discussion every time, right, that 4th seed, should they actually be hosting? Because sometimes it turns out that division winner has a lesser record than wild card teams that get in, and some people think that'd be a more fair way of doing things. But I gotta tell you, I personally like it. The winning a division title, I don't care what the division, how it's ranked, it still means something to me, and I like the fact that they get to host.
I think that that's the reason you have the divisions. If you didn't just stack them all up and take the best 6 records, but there's a division for a reason. The champion hosts the first round.
And the first rule of thumb in building a team, build a team to win your division. Beat those teams first, then you go from there.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up 4th down.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively, because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
Now this offense about ready to take over again. They bring the 5 seed into the playoffs. Of course, they're one of the wild card teams, and when you're a wild card team, it makes it a little bit tougher. You have to win the extra game, but there's been a precedent set of teams doing that successfully in the past.
And it's usually teams that have aspects that really jump out at you and are really factors in the playoffs. I mean, Pittsburgh, they wrote a heavy run game with Jerome Bettis when they won in 2005. And then don't forget the Giants in 2007. That season, pass rush. Remember how big that was for them during the playoffs. And for Green Bay, it was the quarterback play of Aaron Rodgers. So to me, it's a matter of what's going to affect the game in a big way. Can that aspect of your team really make those plays? A lot of times it's pass rush and quarterback play.
His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. After the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there. Brought in left side by Snead. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run as the Ravens push further out in front. This defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and
back to throw, Tannehill. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Smith catches left side. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done. Talk about angling that one perfectly, partner. We know the ball can bounce anywhere, especially how it's shaped. But that one, as if on cue, goes out of bounds perfectly.
Perfect indeed, right at the 1-yard line. Excellent coffin corner punt. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he is out of bounds up around the 14-yard line. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. Operating from the gun, Jackson firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. Dancing to his left. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
brings up 2nd and 10.
From the gun, Jackson. Being chased out left. He'll try and run it. The quick feet by Jackson. Breaks the tackle, now an alley. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. Oh, Lamar Jackson just so electric, Charles, when he gets into open space, and we saw Exhibit A right there.
You know something? I'm standing up here in the booth next to you watching the play. He buckled my ankles on that one as well. It doesn't matter whether you're actually on the field trying to chase him or you're just watching him play. This guy is sheer excitement.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it in, throw it, go play action, and take your shot at the end zone.
Eluding the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. He's got it, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Des Bryant in the final seconds of the 1st half, and the Ravens will extend their lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Tucker now to add the point after. He's got it, and it's 17-0. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. So we're at halftime of this AFC Wild Card matchup as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC Wild Card game. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Geez, I mean, what more can you say about Lamar Jackson? We know that he's got the quickness and the agility, but, you know, if you wanted proof of his straight line speed, look no further.
And normally when you see guys move it this fast, it might be a fly pattern from a receiver or a toss sweep from a tailback or something like that. This was designed as a passing play, and then he got out of the pocket, and he just took off, and he just kept gaining momentum with every step.
And if you're wondering just how fast he was going, Next Gen Stats says 21.8 miles per hour.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Ravens will add on to their lead.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round, but I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game, and there was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more that they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel, make sure they get their security deposit back.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is now 24.
Justin Tucker to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out.
Out come the Titans now. They'll have it first on offense to start the third. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
At the 39-yard line.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we've seen both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
A big play there out of the running game. 52 yards. And fights through one man. Just bowling over tacklers. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. They'll go again with Dobbins. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal.
A shotgun snap and again to Dobbins. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The 2nd down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. From the 4 now, 3rd and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. Tannehill on 1st down. They set up the screen for Henry. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
On 1st down, Tannehill. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a 1st down, too. the jet sweep. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
2nd and 4. They could still get a first down without scoring.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Oh, it's a jet sweep. Here's Davis. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the Ravens' 2-yard line.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Tannehill. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. You're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Gostkowski with the extra point, and the lead is down to 24. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Another run here with Dobbins. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a...
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Harold Landry with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
Ravens 31, Titans 7.
Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time. But it'll be 2nd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Hard to believe his first catch of the game. Defensively, they bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
And that's off the mark, incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution. There's been a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
They snap it to Tannehill. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Ravens are going to get the football back. They juked him. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
10 yards.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Getting into the playoffs is one thing. Now they get to move on. Just 8 teams left.
The dream stays alive. Everyone's gunning for the Super Bowl. That's the ultimate. But you have to get there in incremental steps. One win today gets them one step closer.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we sign off from Nashville.